Good morning, Facebook. How are you doing, my lifestyle is healthers? I hope we're doing well this week. After the Easter weekend, I'm kind of feeling like it's all gone a little bit flat again, hasn't it? I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely looking forward to the weather being so much sunnier and a little bit warmer, I hope, this weekend. And for those of you who are listening on YouTube, hi, please do subscribe. You can grab a hold of my workouts here on YouTube as well. So what I wanted to talk about today, folks, was why we need to let go of the idea that we should know what we don't know. Right? And I know that's a ridiculous thing to say, but what I found recently is that so many people I talk to who want to get help with change, whether it's for just health reasons, whether it's for weight loss reasons, whether it's to change their behavior and habits around smoking or drinking or food, that they want to know how they're going to feel. They want to know what the results will be afterwards. But here's the thing. If you've never been free of those things, you can't know, because you've never experienced what it feels like. And this is why we cannot know what we don't know. And the only way that we can get to know what we don't know is to have a go. And that is one of the sayings that I have utilized throughout the whole of my 30 years in the health and wellness career. Because fortunately for me, it's something that I learned very, very early on. If you don't know what something feels like, if you don't know whether it's going to be something that you enjoy or not, there is no point in asking other people, because they're not you. And therefore their experience and their opinion of what something feels like is not going to be the same as yours. So the only way for you to know how anything feels and whether it's the right thing for you is to actually have a go. And when I say have a go, I don't just mean try it once, right? Because when we just have a go at something new once, it's never going to feel good. It can't possibly, because it's completely new. Your nervous system, the thing that connects your brain to your sense of touch and your gut and every single organ in your body, right? That nervous system hasn't got a clue what is going on when you do something new, whether I'm talking about executing a different movement, if it comes to exercise, or whether I'm talking about learning something completely new, like learning to drive for the very first time, getting behind a wheel, right? It doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel comfortable. Does that mean that you stop immediately because it doesn't feel good or comfortable? I hope not, because if you did, nobody would ever do anything to progress in life, right? If we didn't like doing anything new or different, we wouldn't really have a life, would we? Right? We'd just completely be stuck in a rut of stuff that we'd learned when we were kids because we had no choice. And that would be it. We'd never progress. We'd never go out into a different restaurant because we don't know what it's going to feel like. We'd never try different food because we don't know what it's going to taste like. We'd never go to a different country abroad because we don't know if we might like it or not. So deciding that you're not going to do something because you don't know how it's going to feel is absolutely guaranteed to keep you stuck, and probably pretty miserable too, in a very small bubble. And really that's just existing. And I truly believe that we're here to live in a way that allows us to experience life, whatever that looks like for us, and to get curious and to get excited about the stuff that we don't know. If we all just stick with stuff that's familiar, not necessarily familiar to us and our experience, but familiar because we've seen other people doing it around us, if we only stick with that stuff, we're still keeping ourselves in a very kind of narrow, blinkered way of living. And surely, I don't know what's out there. I don't know what happens to us after we're out of this skin sack that we are inhabiting. I have no clue, right? But I'm guessing that while we're here, that we might as well try and enjoy an experience of much of what the world and what life has to offer as possible. And if we've created habits and patterns that we feel are actually making us miserable and sad, and we're scared about changing those, You need to literally take that leap of faith and change your fear for excitement and curiosity. Just like a kid going into a brand new shop, right? Or going into a new playground that they've never been to before. They don't get fearful about, oh no, what will that new climbing frame feel like? They go, let me go on it. They don't even think. They're just over there. It's new, it's different. I want to try it, right? So bring into play your childlike curiosity. If you feel that you know you want to change things, but part of your brain is telling you that you need to know what it feels like before you do it, and you need to know what the result is before you do it, just tell that brain, that part of the brain, not your whole brain, to just bud out and give you the opportunity to get curious, to try something different. Because you all know that if you do something often enough and repeat it enough, what was once uncomfortable very quickly gets comfortable, very quickly feels familiar. And then suddenly that thing that maybe 2 or 3 months ago you were scared of doing, you now can't imagine your life not doing it. Right? And that's how we make changes, one step at a time, but by giving yourself the permission to actually get curious, to have a go. So if any of you do want to have a conversation with me about making some changes in your life, whether it's to do with food or alcohol, smoking, or your drinking, then please do get in touch. If it's to do with just confidence, and anxiety about going back out there now that restrictions are lifting, and you're really don't know how you feel perhaps about meeting up with people and going back out into sort of large groups, or whether potentially might be large groups, then please do reach out for a chat. You can comment below this video, you can connect with me via Messenger, you can connect with me over on LinkedIn, or of course on YouTube you can leave a comment too. So guys, don't let you not knowing what something's going to feel like and not knowing what the result is going to be stop you from being curious and allowing yourself to have the opportunity to just see what else you might enjoy in your life, and making changes that might just make you feel happier than you've ever felt before. I hope you have a great Woohoo Wednesday, whatever you get up to. Please do enjoy it. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll speak to you next time.